A man with money is so used to giving that he doesn't even know what it feels like to receive. And just because you're dealing with a man with money doesn't mean you need to agree with everything that comes out his mouth. You don't want to be a yes man. The Next Door Podcast. Welcome back to the Next Door Podcast. I am Bestie Next Door, and I'm like your bestie next door. If you like your tea to be extra, extra sweet, then this place is not for you. Because we like our tea to be sweet and bitter. Sweet enough that it goes down, bitter enough to wake us up. Now, guys, on today's episode, we are having Yellowtail Chardonnay. I'm pretty sure every woman has had a taste of Yellowtail. I had me 2 shots before even filming, so if I'm a little just know it's because of that. But anyways, for SMR sakes, let's crack it open. Pour it up, pour it up. I love me some Chardonnay. You got to do the little swerve around the glass. And the first sip, it gave what it's supposed to. Before we start this episode, if you're looking to heal your wounded feminine and become a woman of value, I suggest you to enroll in the High Value Woman one-on-one course. It is truly transformative. If you're looking for the High Value Woman audiobook, the link will always be in the description box below. And if you're looking to book a one-on-one with me, everything is kept confidential because you need advice on a situation, whether it be work, personal, whatever it is. The link will always be in the description box below. Now let's get into this episode. We're talking about how to act around rich men, how to get them hooked, and where to find them online. Let's dive right into it. You see, the thing is that most women don't really know how to act around rich men. I was guilty of that at one point, and I had my fair share of experiences being around rich men and talking too much and just doing too much and just kind of throwing them off. And I want to tell you this, when you get around a rich man, you need to act like a woman of value. Don't go around a man with money and be having a lack mentality and acting like you've never experienced a guy with money before, or you've never been around money, or you never experienced a lavish lifestyle before. Act like a woman of value. Act like a woman that's deserving of what it is she's receiving from that man. Because you know the thing is most women want a rich man, but they're not even open to the idea of being around them or knowing how to act around them. They're not even open to receiving what a man with money has to offer them because they're so used to dealing with men that lack resources and they're still in that lack mentality. And that's why it may be hard for you to find a man with money or a man to spend on you, is because you have a lack mentality and you're not even open to receiving what the universe wants to give to you. This is why I say listen to the High Value Woman audiobook and really transform yourself into that girl. In order for you to get what it is you're looking for, you need to become the woman that's deserving of it and is ready for it. Now, you may feel like because a rich man is so used to women using him for his money or women after him because of his money, I want to prove to him I'm not like the others and I don't want him to think I'm after him for his money. He doesn't care because he knows as a man, he needs to be financially stable to be able to have unlimited resources, and he's okay with that. But you don't go on a date with a man and try to prove to him, oh, well, I have all this by myself and I got this money, I got this business, just because you don't want to seem like the other woman he has encountered. You know what he's going to do with you? He's going to take you and say, okay, that's nice. Oh, you have it. Oh, all right. Okay. And he's going to move you one side. And he'd rather deal with the women that are fun, exciting, because he doesn't want to be with a woman that's trying to prove to him that she's more manlier than him. Why would he want to be with a woman that wants to prove financial stability to him as well when he's already financially stable? He can provide the resources you need for whatever it is. So why would he want to be at a dinner table with a woman that's trying to prove to him that, yeah, well, you make 6 figures a year. Well, I make the same amount and I made ×2 last year. He's not looking to be with a woman that's competitive, that's trying to prove herself. You don't have nothing to prove to a man who has money. He already sees you as a potential mate. He already seen that you're a well-packaged woman. And if you have issues with knowing how to package yourself, then I suggest you enroll in the High Value Woman course so you can understand how to package yourself the right way so you can start attracting these men. Because look, even though who you are in the inside matters, but you're not going to be able to attract a man with money if you don't understand expensive packaging. A man is not going to take the time to know what's in the inside if the outside is not up to par. Because look, let me tell you something. I made that mistake. When I was on a date with a rich man, I was sitting there like, yeah, I got this. I'm doing this. I'm blah, blah, blah. He was looking at me with his arms crossed and he was like, oh, really? That sounds really interesting. After that, we barely even spoke. He was giving me that one word answers. And I want to tap into this. You don't need to have a poor woman's mentality. You don't want to make him feel like you're used to dealing with broke men. And let me give you an example. Like if he asks you a question like, oh, have you been to this restaurant? And maybe this restaurant is a 5-star restaurant. Maybe you haven't been there because you can't afford it. You'll tell him like, you know what? I've never gotten the time to go there. And now that we're going on a date, do you mind taking me there? Because I love the interior. You can show me the things that you like from their menu. That's how you flip the script. You don't want to open your mouth and say, well, I didn't go there because I can't afford it. That restaurant is too expensive. No, you don't want to say that. You don't want to show that you're coming from a lack place. You want to show that, yeah, I may not have as much opportunities that you may have, but I'm still used to certain things and I know how to carry myself in certain events and certain environments. A man with money wants a beautiful girl, but he also wants someone that's knowledgeable as well. He wants to be with a woman that he can take to events that will make him look good. Not only making him look good by the way you look, but by what comes out of your mouth. Whatever he's into, take your time and do a little bit of research so you can know, okay, well, he's into this. Let me do a little bit of research so I don't seem like an airhead. A man with money is going to come across a whole bunch of attractive women, but what's going to separate you from the crowd is how you can stimulate him intellectually. Do your research, find out what he does, and learn a little bit of something just to stir up a little bit of conversation. And just because you're dealing with a man with money doesn't mean you need to agree with everything that comes out his mouth. You don't want to be a yes man. Neither do you want to be a disagreeable woman, but you need to have a sense of self. He's already used to everybody around him agreeing on everything because he's the one with the money. Men with money can easily buy friends and easily buy women. So you that's real and being honest with him, but not disagreeable, is a plus. And another way to be different from the woman that a man with money would come across is making a small investment and buying him a gift first. It could be something so small because you know what? A man with money is so used to giving that he doesn't even know what it feels like to receive. And if you buy him the smallest thing, believe it or not, you'll be so surprised the last time he's ever received a gift because everybody around him already assumes that he has everything he needs. So why would he need a gift? But you, as a woman, saying, hey, I was in the mall and I got this cologne. I smelled this scent on you before and I think you would really like this. Do you know how happy he would be knowing that you made that small investment just to gift him something? Because a man with money is so used to giving, that when he finally receives something, it's like, wow, she really thought about me to get me this. And trust me, you're going to get 10 times more of what it is you gifted him because it's like, wow, she thought about gifting me something, knowing I could afford it myself. But the fact that you made the effort to actually go out, get it, purchase it with your own money and give it to him as a gift is something that will really stick out to him. Or even just planning a day where he can just relax and not think of the world. You even making that investment and saying, you know what, babe, I book a spa day for us to get a massage and I really want you to relax. It's really going to make you stand out from the rest because it's like, you're being peaceful. You're making him relax. Like you just want him to relax. He doesn't have to come around you talking about work. He doesn't want to talk about that. He just want to relax. Buy him something that's inexpensive to you, but is going to be significant to him. So even if he doesn't spend much back on you, you know that, okay, well, I didn't spend that much anyway. But believe it or not, you give him a gift before he gives you something, trust me, that man is going to gift you times 10. I promise you. And also used to having to give women first that if you make the first investment and say, oh, hey, babe, I bought you this small gift. I was thinking about you and I think you needed something like this. And I seen you had a wallet that was torn up and or your shirts are, trust me. In his mind, like, that's the girl I need. The number one question, where do I find a man with money or where do I find rich men? You have to go to rich locations, baby. That's where you're going to find them. You're not going to find them in your local bar. You're not going to find them 5-star restaurant in your area. You have to go to events and locations in wealthy areas. That's where you're going to find them. A regular spa, a regular bar, you'll find them there. And if you're looking to find them online, the only place I can suggest to you is Millionaire's Match. I'm going to link that in the description box below. My friend has had real success on that app. She got a watch. She got the guy to book her 5-star hotels just to relax, 5-star dinners. So that's the only place that I can testify and say that I know someone close to me has success, and I will also link that in the description box below. I will link the free and the premium. Of course, the premium, you get better benefits. The premium now, I'm not going to say she found a guy in a week. It literally took her maybe like a month or two, but in the month or two, she was going on different dates with different guys, and all the guys she was going on dates with were men of caliber. So I could only suggest that website just because of the success that I've heard from people close to me on that website. So that's the only website I can suggest. But if you're looking in person and you want to go out, they like to be very low-key and casual, and you have to go to those low-key casual places in order to really find them. I will list the Millionaire's Match website in my description box below, and that is the number one place that I can recommend. I can't recommend anywhere else but that site because I know for a fact you're going to find someone. After a month or two, you're definitely going to find someone because there are big fishes there. And as long as you know how to package yourself the right way, trust me, you're going to get the right guy. Now let's cheers. We're cheering to being a woman of value. We're cheering to know how to act like a woman of value. And we're cheering to attracting valuable interactions. Cheers. Now, guys, that's it for this episode. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you for watching. If you're listening on Spotify, Google Podcasts, or wherever you're listening to, thank you for listening. Everything will be in the description box below. Like, comment, subscribe. It truly helps my channel. And turn on the notification bell to be notified when I upload more episodes. And guys, you know the rest. Until we meet again.